Welcome back. As you can see from these little clips, this weekend was definitely an adventure, so enjoy this video.
So in this video, we're headed up to St. Clair for the offshore powerboat races, and you see us cruising down the river here. We made a little U-turn, doubled back to...
And for a change, we actually got to pawn a couple of kids off, so it's just 3 of us in the old 222 instead of 5. So we thought we had a problem with insanity, but after we doubled back, he was able to put it back on plane, and we continued on forward there. Little did we know, not but an hour later, we would have some problems. And for those of you who don't know, Night Moves is a transformer, as my wife will explain.
You can ride 3 people in Night Moves, and you fit perfectly well. But if for some reason, like if a boat breaks down or something,
This
and
is
you
not
need...
Take 2.
I've been scripted. Night Moves, seats 3 across.
Take 3.
Night Moves, seats 3 in the front row, and then 2 in the back, 1 on each side of the engine.
You take the cushions out, and one cushion is the back cushion and the other cushion you sit on. You can set them either way to face forwards or backwards. If you set them so you're facing forwards, then there's actually footwells that actually go under the front seats to give a full-size adult all the room you need to comfortably sit in the back of the boat.
This trip was going to take us 60 miles each way. We started in the Trenton Channel. We're in the Detroit River. We're going to make our way up the Detroit River, across Lake St. Clair, up St. Clair River to the town of St. Clair, where the boat races are. It was a beautiful run up the Trenton Channel into Detroit River, but we knew that it was going to get a little bit windier later.
The forecast was for 20-25 mile an hour winds out of the northwest later in the day and hit and miss thunderstorms. And for a little information here on the background here you see going by there, we're going to go by Rouge. I'm sorry, not Rouge, but Zug Island here. That's the Zug Island steel mill they just shut down last year. And you can see the blast furnaces in the background there. And then as we're going up the river here, you get a good view here of the old Boblo dock there at the cold storage, and then the Windsor Bridge there in the background.
For you freighter buffs out there, here's the Algoma Stronghold, Canadian freighter heading downbound through Detroit.
What's a freighter buffer do? You said freighter buffer.
What?
Well, buff. I don't know.
They buff the boat out. What do you mean?
Those are called boat nerds. There was the tiki bar out of Sinbad's there. You can go on the little tiki bar and they just make laps out there in the river in front of the bar. And there's another Algoma freighter headed down Lake St. Clair at the bottom of the lake. One of these things is not created equal.
Taking the purple doll or something.
So you seen Insanity getting towed there. We pulled it into Algonac there, blew the center out of the propeller, and went back to get it a day later and found out that the upper gear set was smoked in the drive tube. So it's out of commission there. But we did make it to the races, and as you can see there, we were a mile down from the course, was the closest we could get. The most action we actually seen was one of the two flip overs actually floated downriver right beside where we were sitting. The wind did pick up as forecast, and we had some thunderstorms blow through when we got up to the race. They didn't last long there, and then the sun came back out. And it did get quite windy though. As you can see, we're in the river, and there was 6 foot, 1 foot chop, and that 25 to 35 mile an hour wind up there. It was really gusty. Probably contributed a little bit to the boats flipping over that day. They did tow the boat back up to the pits though and hauled it out. And I had a little bit of footage of walking around from the video the night before there of the boat, and here it is. This is the boat that was flipped over. After we got up there and watched the races there, we turned around and shot back down to where we left Insanity in Algonac there, and had dinner in Algonac before crossing back across Lake St. Clair, which was considerably rougher on the way back across. But luckily we had the wind at our stern there, and it made for a decent ride there. We just checked her back a little bit and had a nice little cruise here.
Alright, give them a taste of what's out the back.
So we did go back and retrieve Insanity the next day there, and we made it back safely there in the old Stinger, and it was a good trip.
We want to give a special thanks to all of our subscribers for watching our videos and commenting. We've reached 100 officially. Thanks to all of you for subscribing and supporting our channel.